Hi everybody, my name is Sofía Echeverría Keck and we're in San Francisco with the author of the book We the People, the Best of the Best, a guide to reach your fullest potential in corporate America. This is our guest, Susan Freire-Korn, and she's going to let us know a little bit about her book. Hi Susan, how are you?
I'm fine, and thank you for having me.
Thank you for being here.
The book is it's informational, educational, and it offers advice on how to reach your fullest potential in corporate America, as well as I interviewed about 28 professionals who are leaders who climb the corporate ladder. And it also provides a self-assessment. It has only a few chapters on self-development, professionalism, career mapping, and leadership development. Also, 4 steps on how to reach happiness.
That sounds like a true guide, actually. And why do you think that it's so important to so many people to climb the corporate ladder?
Well, first of all, I think the human spirit has the desire and the will to excel. So I think we all have that, the ones that want to climb the corporate ladder. In addition to that, I think it's extremely important that we think about making a better world for others and making a difference. That's what I wanted to do. I wanted to be in a powerful position enough to where I can help others succeed.
So when you're trying to climb the corporate ladder, a lot of people ask the question, how do you find balance between your personal life and work? And a lot of the times, the answer to that question is there's no such thing. What are your thoughts about that?
It's a tough question, and the reason it's a tough question is because it's for each individual to look at. And I will give you an example. First of all, it's a balance between achievement and enjoyment. When I was in the master's program, I would go on vacation with my laptop. I would get up at 4 in the morning and do 5 hours of homework. And by 9 o'clock, everyone else was up, and I could be part of their vacation and their day. So, we have to think about when is the best. If you're in a degree program, you have to look at when is the best time that you study. And for me, I'm a morning person. So 4 o'clock in the morning when everybody was asleep was great. And at the same time, I wasn't missing out on the enjoyment of my family. Because family at times do come first, and most times it should. But we also have this achievement that we have to acquire for ourselves and for our success.
So there's definitely some sacrifice that needs to be made to have it all, basically.
And it changed, the dynamics change with that. But you have, I created hours in the day that I didn't know existed to get up and to do what I had to do, but not shortchange my family on our own enjoyment.
That's great. That's really good advice. In your book, you emphasize the importance of mentorship,
right? Which
I think it's great for you to bring that to the conversation because a lot of people forget about it. How do you get to have a mentor, and how do you get to be a mentor?
Okay. To be a mentor, first of all, to find a mentor is usually someone older than you and has a little bit more work experience, job knowledge, life experience. It could be someone you work with, someone in your church or in your personal life. It's usually someone you admire or aspire to be. And many times you have to make a cold call. And people say, what is a cold call? And that's picking up the phone and calling someone and saying, I'd like to make a meeting with you and to talk to you about my career. And once you go in and you ask them if they would be willing to be your sponsor or your mentor, you find out that many people are very willing to help you. Same goes for a mentee and you're the mentor. The funny thing is people find you and you find them. It's a very natural process.
Well said. It's true.
And they come to you and they find you, they say, will you help me? Will you be my mentor? Or again, you see someone at work that could really benefit by your support and your knowledge to mentor them.
That makes a lot of sense, actually. And when your book emphasizes, the best of the best, what happens when you as a professional you're really working hard to do your best and to be your best, and that doesn't seem to be enough. You don't get the recognition that you deserve, you don't get the promotion that you're looking for, and you really feel a little bit hopeless about it, and you believe that you're working hard enough to be your best.
Right. And I was in that position at one time. I did not know why I wasn't getting the promotions. I had done everything they had told me to do. I went back to school, I had the job knowledge, I had the work experience. So it's sort of self-reflective. You have to look at yourself a little bit. And the other side of it is, are you a fit, a good fit and a good match for that company? So you have to think about that. In addition to that, you need to seek someone who you can trust and ask them, what do you think it is why I'm not getting promoted or recognized? The other things that are helpful is to pay close attention to the feedback that you receive on your performance evaluation and on job interviews. When they say, I'm sorry, we hired someone else, you need to say, could you give me some feedback on my interview? And it's very important, whether you agree with that person or not, to pay attention to it. Because there are little nuances that we do not realize. The tone of our voice, the way we look, were we prepared, whatever.
That makes sense, and that's why you also talked in the book about sometimes having a professional coach.
And a professional coach. That's what I did. I went ahead and hired a professional coach. And I tell you, I was promoted every time after that. So they were invaluable to me.
And my last question, actually, that it just dawned on me, you are Hispanic.
Right.
And a lot of executives that you interview for your book are Hispanic.
Right.
And this question goes hand in hand with my previous one. Do you believe that being Latino this day still is a little bit of more challenging in order to climb the corporate ladder?
It's a very complex question and answer. When we look at the African Americans, when we look at the Asian Americans, and we look at the Hispanic Americans, we are sort of the last to come in to corporate America. And it has to do with giving them role models at an early age, at age 10, they say. Getting the high school students to stay in school. And it is about being the best of the best. And that's why I called the book The Best of the Best, with the Hispanics that are in the book and the other diverse leaders in the book. You have to be better than the best, and you have to aspire for that to reach your fullest potential.
Yeah, that makes sense. We have to work a little bit harder.
You do. And, is that fair? I don't know. All I know is it works.
Well, thank you so much,
dedication and
Susan.
perseverance.
Thank you so much for talking to us about your book and, for being here with us. And we wish you the best. And, whenever you have another book coming out, give us a call.